This week on LandLeader Television.
Hi, I'm Katie Van Slyke, and I'll be your new host for the remainder of Season 3 of LandLeader Television. I hope to help guide you through these incredible properties we feature on each and every episode. This week, we have 3 amazing and distinct offerings: a rustic cabin on a lake in Montana, an expansive hunting and fishing lodge in the Upper Peninsula of Michigan, and finally, the breathtaking Red Canyon Ranch in Wyoming. Join us on LandLeader TV.
We are the leaders of the land. Land is what we live on. It can be explored, built upon, and cultivated. Land holds our wildlife, crops and livestock, and the homes in which we live. It provides a resource for your family. It's what our forefathers settled and our brave fight to protect. It asks that you respect it, keep it free, and put back what you have taken. At times, it's purchased, sold, and traded, and it's passed on from generation to generation. So it's our duty as land brokers to be champions of conservation, habitat management, and ownership. We possess a deep love for our land and respect for all it provides. We are LandLeader. This segment is brought to you by Quarter and Associates.
Now we join Quarter and Associates in Powell County, Montana to see Connors Creek Camp. This place is the perfect getaway for families with endless opportunities for recreation.
So here we are at Connors Camp, just pulling in as the nice little drizzle's coming down. Feels like springtime in Montana. This is what it's all about.
I'm Paul Donaldson. Right now you're in Connors Camp, which is a 60-acre mining claim about 11 miles from Elliston, Montana, on the west slope of the Continental Divide. One of the beauties about this magical place is that nobody will ever build a house in view. We're 6 miles from the nearest neighbor. It's a wonderful solitude for us. We lived and worked in Helena since 1978 and have been coming here since 1979. Connors Camp consists of 3 20-acre patented mining claims that were patented back in 1903 by John Connor, and Connor's Gulch is behind us and bears his name. We were surrounded by national forests. To the east and the south is primitive area. The rest is Helena National Forest. Connors Camp originally was a stage stop on the 2-day overland freight route from Helena to Deer Lodge back in the 1860s, 1880s. The original bunkhouse, stage house was here on this site. We built this newer cabin in 1999 on the footprint of the original bunkhouse. John Connors patented the mining claims back in 1903. The original hunting lodge is still here in its pretty much original condition. It was built in 1935.
My name is Becky Donaldson. The first time we came here, for me, what I saw was like a dream come true. Paul was a physician in town, but for the times that he had off, it was wonderful to have a place to come in the mountains to get away from it all and just be a family alone together with our kids. Oh yes, I love to fish. The little Blackfoot River is full of cutthroat trout. Just being on the river is just a wonderful thing. This is a place to be. It's a place for people to gather and come together. Trampus and Stacy, yes, we met them through another realtor. We had learned that they handled properties that are primarily recreational properties, that they had a wonderful reach through their marketing. We met them and we interviewed them and we thought they were very personable and we were just real comfortable with them. We felt like they were professional, so we decided to go with them.
Hi, I'm Trampas Corder, broker and owner, Corder & Associates, certified crop advisor and farm ranch specialist. Today we're at Connors Camp, a beautiful property, 60 acres, Little Blackfoot River. It does flow through the property for about 3/4 of a mile. You have your own private reserve up on the Forest Service. The general public doesn't get back into the Forest Service that this property borders. The elk hunting in this area is phenomenal. The cabins, the beautiful lodging that it does offer, sleeps 27. It is off the grid, but they've done it in such a well manner that anybody can make this system work. This property is priced to sell. Anybody looking for a hunting property in Montana that anybody can afford, this is gonna be it.
This has been a very difficult decision for us when we think about leaving. We've talked about it for quite some time. Our children are all grown now, and we have 4 grandchildren, ages 3 and under, and they all live at some considerable distance away. Consequently, we're finding that we're traveling a lot. We think that given our age, it's maybe time to pass it on to someone else who can have the same enjoyment that we did raising our family and gathering with friends and family here.
This portion of the show was brought to you by participating farm credit locations.
It's about people far and wide, from coast to coast. The farmers, the ranchers, their cattle and crops, weekends in the woods, blueberries, peaches, a fishing pole, and your grandpa's rifle. Best friends, the love of your life, our children. It's about making this real. We've been financing your life for more than a century. We're Farm Credit. We're here to help you grow.
Looking to sell your ranch or farm? Visit LandLeader.com to learn about our exclusive network of the best farm and ranch brokers across the country. LandLeader member brokers are the leaders in their areas, representing the finest properties and providing their clients with the most property marketing in the nation. From ranches and farms to sporting properties and vacant land, we're the largest land marketing company in America. Give us a call or visit LandLeader.com today. LandLeader Television is brought to you by LandLeader, exclusive properties worldwide. Gunworks, 1,400 yards right out of the box. Cinch jeans and shirts, lead, don't follow. Banded, just go. And by participating farm credit locations. Now it's time for the Farm Credit Tip of the Week.
All across America, you'll find Farm Credit. We're a rural lender who can help you finance your home, your farm, or your weekend retreat. If you're dreaming about room to roam, a place to escape, or you'd like to try your hand at farming, Farm Credit has been providing common sense financing solutions for over a century. I'm Ben Skelly with Ag South Farm Credit, and that's your Farm Credit Land Tip.
This segment is brought to you by Great Lakes and Land Real Estate Company.
Next, we journey to Michigan to meet with the Great Lakes and Land Real Estate Company. We'll see the massive hunting and fishing mecca that is simply known as the Fin and Feather.
Stories. Hey, well, this is public television, so I guess I can't tell those kind of stories. My name is Doug Moore. We're in La Branch, Michigan at the Fin and Feather Hunting Club. I started this back in 1988. Originally purchased 600 or 700 acres, and I proceeded to just kind of get bigger and bigger and bigger, and met Jimmy Hamill, and he got us on a management plan for wildlife. We've definitely done a lot to it. When we first got the place, the original building, more animals lived inside the building than lived outside of it. There was no power here, so it started out with a generator. Later in the year, I put solar panels in. We expanded on the building, the home. We put an additional 5 bedrooms on the main lodge. All the tongue and groove cedars is from timber that we took off the property. Put a processing room up to the left of us here with our own walk-in cooler. Eventually we put up a 40 by 100 foot building that would house work vehicles. We got bulldozers, excavators, front end loaders, skidder, snow plows. We strategically placed all these deer blinds in different places. We know that there's nobody around so that anybody can get hurt. Very much, about the safety of it and having a good time. So we're pretty well self-contained here. We control probably 4, maybe a little more than that, 4 miles of the west branch of the Ford River behind us that backs up to about 3,000 acres of state land that people can't get to. We hunt a lot along the rivers and things of this sort, but now at the over 1,900 acres that we got, it's all connected. There's no leaving the property except for to go across the one road. There's a lot of property here that even though we have a lot, we haven't used yet. There's bedding areas, there's feeding areas, and then there's shooting areas. We have an abundance of turkey, we have abundance of bears, we have abundance of partridge. We dug our own trout pond, which is just a little over an acre, and it's somewhere between 25 and 30 feet deep. It's a great place for people to come, whether you bring your wife or you have a hunt with your son or daughter during the fall. Well, I met Timmy basically through Jim Hamill. Actually, Timmy and I had never met personally, and we met. Seems like it's going to be probably a long relationship and a good relationship. And anybody that's connected with hunting and fishing and things like that are kind of cut out of the same mold.
My name is Jim Hamill, and I became an associate with Great Lakes and Land Real Estate. I spent most of my career as a wildlife biologist working for the state of Michigan. I became a real estate salesman because I'm so dedicated to wildlife and forest management. Yeah, this property is a little over 1,900 acres. It's located in north central Menominee County, and you're only about 20 minutes or so from Lake Michigan here. This property is primarily deer winter range. However, there's deer here year-round. It's really rare that a large piece of property like this is even available anymore. The Moore family has had a forest management plan completed, and they've done some limited timber harvest on the property. They have for years and years kept this property up, and it's in A1 condition. Well, the reason I joined Great Lakes and Land can be summed up in one word: integrity. Our brokers, Tim and Linda Cohane, are top-notch. They're honest. And the thing I like about LandLeader and Great Lakes and Land is that we focus on quality.
It's provided a tremendous amount of fun for my family. We haven't cut any corners on anything. It's just absolutely an amazing thing, but we're just not using it like we used to. So I'd like to find someone that would care about the place and take care of the place like we have.
This portion of the show was brought to you by Cinch Jeans and Shirts, Lead, Don't Follow, and by Gunworks, 1,400 yards right out of the box.
The Climber, a new ultralight design by Gunworks. The Climber is the pinnacle of lightweight, long-range design. Design yours at gunworks.com.
Check out the Highlander pattern, available at cryptech.com.
Land is where it all begins. From farmland and working cattle ranches to hunting properties and recreational retreats. We aren't your typical real estate agents. We choose boots over dress shoes and trucks over sports cars any day. We hunt, fish, raise cattle, and grow crops. We understand land.
This segment is brought to you by Hayden Outdoors.
There are few places on this planet where you can literally own your own national park. Let's join Hayden Outdoors to see the unbelievable Red Canyon Ranch.
My name is Kathleen O'Neill Gear, and I'm sitting here on the deck at Red Canyon Ranch outside of Thermopolis, Wyoming. We have lived at Red Canyon Ranch for 26 years now and loved every minute of it. My husband Mike and I found the ranch in 1991, bought it in 1992, and we came here primarily because of the scenic beauty, the wildlife, and the fabulous archaeology. We're archaeologists by academic training, and the ranch is filled with some extraordinary archaeological sites.
W. Michael Gear. I'm a New York Times best-selling author and one of the co-owners of Red Canyon Ranch. Red Canyon Ranch sits in the southern Bighorn Basin in Hot Springs County, Wyoming. We're currently just about 11 miles from town, so we have easy access to town, but on the other hand, total privacy. We're an end-of-the-road property, and our nearest neighbor is 7 miles away, so we have seclusion and security and the peace of living in a wilderness. Red Canyon Ranch has been running bison for 25 years, a quarter of a century now. We got into it partly because of our academic backgrounds. Kathleen and I are both anthropologists, archaeologists, and historians. We bought the property because of the archaeology here and the seclusion. One of the things that we really wanted to do was explore bison. We both come from agricultural backgrounds, and putting buffalo out here just seemed like such a natural thing to do.
Raising bison is a passion for us. There's a big movement in America to bring back the bison, and bison ranchers are a critical part of that. We have about 400,000 bison in North America now, and we're shooting to hit 1 million bison by 2030. We're really going to try to hit that target. Bison are amazingly intelligent, beautiful, graceful animals, and we want to see more of them in America. Red Canyon Ranch has hosted bison for at least 15,000 years that we can document archaeologically. And it has been wonderful for the bison because bison evolved with the native grasses here. Our summer grasses are running about 14 to 16% protein, and in the wintertime that'll drop to about 7% protein for the standing dead grasses, which is picture perfect for bison. Red Canyon Ranch is filled with over 50 species of birds and elk, moose, deer, antelope, occasional black bear, bison, of course, since this is a bison ranch, upland game birds, mourning doves, for example. Every kind of wildlife that you can imagine being in the northern plains is on Red Canyon Ranch.
And whoever comes to this magnificent property, I hope that they find the kind of spiritual awareness, the kind of joy, and that incredible sense of soul and harmony that we have enjoyed here.
This portion of the show was brought to you by LandLeader, exclusive properties worldwide. Are you experienced in farming, ranching, or recreational properties? Do you have a passion for the outdoors? Are you seeking a profession in real estate and land sales? If so, LandLeader is growing our team of real estate brokers and agent members across the country. We offer a strong network, excellent property marketing support, real estate training, and national affiliation of land brokerages that is second to none. For more information on becoming a member of LandLeader, visit us at landleader.com.
Here at Swarovski Optic, a lot of time is spent on perfecting a few great things until every idea we touch enhances every moment in the field. For a quarter century, the Swarovski Optic SLC has been making hunters' dreams become reality. Feel the wilderness every time you step outside.
This segment is brought to you by Hayden Outdoors.
We bought Red Canyon Ranch because Mike and I wanted a true into-the-road property. We were interested in real privacy because of what we do for a living, writing books. We need the ability to focus. Surrounded on 3 sides down here at the houses by Wind River Indian Reservation, who are great neighbors. It's 7 miles to the next closest house. So we have great privacy here.
One of the reasons why we bought Red Canyon Ranch in the beginning was because of the archaeological site. The big one down here at the bottom is 48 HO 375. And it's about a 250-acre archaeological site that consists of stratified deposits of archaeology. We have like this giant layer cake of different well-preserved archaeological campsites down here in the bottom that make up one of the most important site areas in North America. Paleo-Indians were here at the site because of the water, the protection, the wildlife that it had, the fact that the cliffs act as a solar collection during the day and then radiate heat at night. So generally in the wintertime, Red Canyon Ranch is about 5 to 10 degrees warmer, and in the summertime we're about 5 degrees cooler. Just about anywhere that you go on this property, there's something unique and wonderful to see.
One of the special things about Red Canyon Ranch is that it has an abundance of water. One creek that we call Spring Creek, because it averages about 13 springs, although things bubble up at different rates during different times of the year. I'm sitting on the deck of what we call the Echo House at Red Canyon Ranch. It's a log post and beam style home, which was an early 1900s style of building. And so it's better insulated than a regular log home would be because you've got 30R insulation, texture, contrast between the hand-plastered walls and the logs inside and out. We really love it. It's a Western, kind of a Western plus a Southwestern style home.
We were so delighted and honored that Gunworks sent us one of their 7mm Magnums to just test shoot and ring out here at Red Canyon Ranch. I mean, this was a wonderful, wonderful rifle. Nice carbon fiber stock to it. One of their beautiful actions. I mean, this thing, you just work the bolt and it's like butter, honestly. It broke like the proverbial glass rod that everyone likes to talk about. I can think of no finer purchase for a dedicated rifleman and hunter than one of the custom guns by Gunworks up in Cody. They're just beautiful, beautiful weapons. I want to have one myself. Our broker for the property is Hayden Outdoors. Now there's a scurrilous rumor going around that we ended up with Bill Vosick because we won him in a poker game betting against an inside straight. I want to lay that to bed and actually no, we got him through a recommendation from other author friends of ours. He handled a property for them in Laramie and did a superb job, and he said, this is the man for you. Bill Vosick has been an excellent professional, and if you have a property for sale, we really recommend that you give him and Hayden Outdoors a call.
We're leaving Red Canyon Ranch. We've been here for 26 years now and loved every single minute of it. But there comes a time in your life when you just want to change direction a little, and we want to spend more time on our writing. And so that's why we're selling Red Canyon Ranch.
Leaving is one of those things which is going to, quite honestly, break our hearts. We have 15,000 years of people being here. We're just passing through. And our job as stewards was to leave this property better than when we found it. And we think that with the bison and some of the work that we've done on wildlife areas, we have succeeded. The story doesn't end with us. The story could end with you. So hopefully we'll see you here at Red Canyon Ranch, and we can share some of the magic with you, and this might be the place that you end up to tell your own story.
For more information on how to feature your property on LandLeader TV, please visit landleader.com. Use the hashtag #PoweredByLandLeader to be entered to win our prize.